don't even care that I told them I don't need them anymore and that I'm moving on. They don't even care that I'm not checking the social media and that I have them blocked and that I'm moving on. They don't even care. That's right, they don't. Hello, people of the internet. My name is Kira, and you're watching Psychopath Exposure. Do not forget it. Now, welcome back again. I just said that, and I will say it again. Welcome. Everyone's welcome, except creeps. Creeps are not welcome. Go away. Today, we're going to be talking about how the narcissist reacts when they realize that you don't need them anymore, when they realize that you got your power back. And I owe that to Superman 39. Superman asked, question, how do they react when they realize you don't need them for anything when you become independent? And yeah, that's a very good question. That's a very good question, because you see, if we're talking about a psychopath, and they're just, psychopaths are just calm, cool, collected. They're like Terminators. They're like fucking machine. They've got no empathy. They don't get bothered at the trivial things that we get bothered at. They're just focused on what they're doing. They can shut you out if you no longer serve their purpose. If they want to fixate on you, they will completely fixate on you, and they will not bat an eye. They will, their heartbeat, their heart rate does not just all of a sudden skyrocket when they're doing shit like we would do. They're able to maintain that. It's like they're a machine. It's like a fucking robot, right? So if you're dealing with a psychopath and they realize that you don't need them for anything, well, the joke's on you, because it's the psychopath that needs you. And if all of a sudden you pull away and you play that card where I don't need you, I'm independent, I'm gone, they reframe that as I'm throwing you away. Well, that's it. I guess I don't need you. Bye. And they can do it with such conviction that even in your own realization of independence, when you see the way they react, it'll kill you. Because oh, holy shit, they don't even care that I'm independent. They don't even care that I told them I don't need them anymore and that I'm moving on. They don't even care that I'm not checking the social media and that I have them blocked and that I'm moving on. They don't even care. That's right, they don't. They don't. They see that as a sign of, I'm still in their head, because now they don't care. Now they're posting comments about how independent they are, yada, yada, yada. They're able to reframe all that shit into a way that serves them. The best way to destroy a psychopath, or not really destroy, but to get some sort of response or reaction that hurts them, some sort of an injury, is to completely ignore them, because they hate being ignored. They have to be in control. So if you ignore them, no matter what they say, no matter how much they try to hurt you, smear you, praise you, love bomb you, whatever it is, that's their desperation of trying to get a response, of trying to get in control again. But as far as when they realize that you don't need them, I don't think they ever realize that. I really don't. Maybe a narcissist, a borderline, yeah. But a psychopath, no. They're not gonna realize things the way that you want to realize. Because they're the ones that are using you. And they're making it seem, right, that it was you that needed them and they were there for you. That's the dynamic, that's the narrative that maybe they used to extract supply or to have you in their life, or whatever it is that they needed, by giving you a false sense that you needed them and they were there for you. When all along, they needed you and you were the supply. They needed you. So the same way they can reframe that, they can reframe it in any way that they want. What matters most is that you never look back. And you don't worry about what happens to them. I know we're just talking, these are just talking points, right? But what matters most is actually becoming independent. So independent that you're not even concerned about how they're reacting or what they're doing, or if they finally realize that you don't need them anymore. Because if the psychopath needs to just shift focus to someone else, they will do that without batting an eye, without feeling any type of pain, without feeling any type of remorse. It's like when Darth Maul killed Qui-Gon Jinn, and the minute he drove his double-bladed lightsaber through Qui-Gon's heart, he pulled it back and turned around, and now he was facing Kenobi. He didn't stay there like looking at Qui-Gon. He didn't stay there like chopping him up like Jason would do. He didn't do none of that. It was boom, he knows he's dead. He turns around, okay, now it's you. I'm coming after you now. Meanwhile, the audience is like, oh my God, what the, holy shit, Qui-Gon, what? He already moved on. He already moved on. He's already locked down Kenobi. That's how it is with these people. That's how it is. They're already locked on the next target, the next mission. If you're a pain in the ass, and they see that they can't break you anymore, they're just gonna move on. That's how it was with my psychopath ex. When I stood up to her, when I called this shit out, and I burned it all to the ground without even knowing that she was a psychopath, without even knowing. It was just my gut instinct that is like, no, that's it. You do not disrespect me this way. Fuck that. Finally, after 7 times, finally got to that place. And I had to deal with my own PTSD later. But when I got to that place, I was like, no, bitch, you're not getting money. I'm not taking you anywhere. I'm not doing this. You know, when that happened, she was like, oh, okay, can't fuck with this guy anymore. She already had someone else. She was already in another relationship behind my back. And it was like, that's it. I never got Hoover. I never got anything. She knows there's no way back in. And she wouldn't want to come back in. Because she was a complete psychopath. That's it. I do not exist to this person at all. She's already moved on to probably 17 other sources of supply that she's been leeching onto. And I could give a fuck. She could be dead. She could be living in another planet for all I know or care. That's it, gone. I'm not thinking about, oh, I hope she finds my YouTube channel and sees. No, fuck that. These videos are not about her. No, I don't. I really don't know, and I really don't care. It's as simple as that. If they're able to see, they do this by design. So what can we learn about pieces of shit like this? We can learn things that they do and try to somehow implement them ourselves against our enemies, not our loved ones, not our friends, not our family, not innocent bystanders, but our enemies. If we can cut off our enemies and not look back and not wonder what they're doing and not feel bad, oh, I feel bad, maybe I was an asshole. No, they're your enemies. They tried to hurt you. They hurt you. They betrayed you. They conspired against you. They try to sabotage your business. They try to smear your name. They betrayed you. Did I say betrayed you? They betrayed you. And you're feeling bad or you're wondering. I know some people that are like, I want them to see, I want them to see that I've moved on. I want them to see on my social media that I'm happy and that I've met someone else and I'm just completely over this trauma. I want them to see how I survived it and I'm happy and all this shit. I'm like, if you're still there, that means you're still thinking about them. That means they're still in your head and they're still in control. See, I think it's natural. I think most people, especially in today's era, you don't have to be narcissistic, but it's like, hey, you know what? You got social media and you were in a bad relationship and then you start dating someone else. Hopefully, not right away. Hopefully, after a relationship like this, you take some time to heal, to get your shit together, to, you know, discover your passions again, to start contributing something to society before you desperately jump in bed with somebody else for the sake of fulfilling your carnal needs. But I think it's natural for people to want to put and showcase their life just in case the ex sees. It's, you know, it's like a little revenge. It's like, haha, I want you to see what you missed out on. I want you to see what you threw away. Okay. If it's harmless when you're dealing with two normal people. Because it's like, all right, you fucked me up and now you got to see this, that's what you get, and whatever, but that's the end of it. But narcissists will do that like the very next day. The very next day, they'll flood their social media with the new supply. And that's cruel. You know, you're talking about like a year later and 2 years later. You know, that's a long time. I know time flies nowadays, but that's a long time for you to, okay, finally you've moved on. You take the pictures down. This is the person you're with now. Maybe, I know some of you are crazy desperate to get married because you're ticking that clock, right? That biological clock. Oh no. But the narcissist will legit the very next day. And you're like, holy shit, you were with this person all this time? Oh my God, you're engaged already? What the fuck? So all this time I thought we were together. All this was happening before. It was. If someone can just get into a relationship like a month or two after breaking up with you, that means they were cheating on you. They were cheating on you while you were still together. They were grooming that person. They were already dating and fucking and everything. And finally, when you're out of the picture, now you get into an exclusive relationship. It takes time to get into a relationship, guys. Don't jump into a relationship too fast. If you do, you may want to check yourself. What's the hurry? Why can't you be alone for some time? Why can't you be by yourself and figure things out? Why you got to jump into the arms of someone else? But that's my take. That's my take on your question, Superman. That's my take. I hope when you ask that question, you really are becoming or have become independent. I really hope that you don't need them for anything and you've gotten your shit together. But I can tell you that when you arrive at the place where you won't even ask this question anymore, that's when you're really going to be on another level. And it's a great place to be. Let me tell you, it's a great place to be because that means that you're using more of your mental real estate, more of your mental energy to focus on anything that's not the toxic psycho narcissist. We waste a lot of energy thinking about these people. We waste a lot of energy wondering what they're doing, if they're looking at us, if they're still thinking about us. Maybe they are. I know borderlines don't just get over you. They're able to just monkey branch. They're able to monkey branch again. But they don't forget, you know, they have feelings. They feel love. They feel love, and just very, very, very strongly they feel love. And they just don't forget you. They just don't get over you. They'll put you on a pedestal. Even when you're long gone, they'll still have you in a pedestal. It's kind of like that's part of their self-harm that they do. It's not always the razor blade trick. Sometimes it's that. They will torture themselves. But then, shiny object, shiny new object, boom, and that's it. Now they're with that person. They're able to do those things, those drastic switch flips, RAS flips. They're able to do that. But at the end of the day, these people did you wrong. Do not forget that. Do not forget that. Always keep that in the back of your mind, or sometimes in the front of your mind, depending on the severity of how they did you wrong, because they're supposed to be your partner. You're not supposed to be at war with your partner. You're not supposed to go to war with your partner after the relationship, especially if you have kids. especially if you have kids. You should both be trying to do the best you can for those children. It's unfortunate that it didn't work out between the two of you. But you shouldn't be going into war. If you are, you're probably dealing with a highly, highly toxic, vengeful, maybe narcissistic individual that just can't let shit go, that has nothing better going on in their life. And that's just bad energy. And the farther away you get from that energy, the better it's gonna be. But the choice is yours. I can help you reach a higher frequency. I can motivate you, push you to reach for a higher paradigm where people like that no longer dwell, but the choice is yours. I have a private one-on-one coaching program. I talk about it often in my videos. I have a waiting list for it. It's in high demand. But if you reach out, you're taking the first step. It may or may not be for you, but at least you're reaching out because you really want this. If you don't, then you can just watch another video. You can watch another video and watch another video. And that's great if you're just seeking knowledge. But when are you going to take action? When are you going to use the knowledge that you've learned? That's when you're going to start seeing change in your life. So if you're interested, the information is below. Just click on the link in the description or send me an email privately, and we'll see if we're a good fit for each other and start working together. If not, I hope you at least liked the video. Hope you got some information that's valuable. Thanks again, Superman39, for sending that in. And I'd like to hear what you guys think. What do you think about that? Have you guys reached that place of independence yet? Have you tasted it? Because let me tell you, once you taste it, now your brain is like, ooh, wait a second. This tastes good. This tastes good. Why would I want to eat that shit sandwich? That shit sandwich tastes like shit. This actually tastes good. You got to taste it. And once you've had a taste, now your brain is like, ooh, let's start heading in that direction. Instead of down here, where all these weeds and all this poison and poisonous gas and skeletons and dregs, right? But anyway, I'm ranting, so I will go. Thanks for watching to the very end. My name is Kita, and this is Psychopath Exposure. Don't you forget it. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Love yourselves. Be good. We'll talk soon. Peace.